Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Persona 5 Strikers. It's gonna be a little bit of a later. It's gonna be a little bit of a. I don't know if this one will be as long as a normal stream, just because I started late. I woke up like a half hour before stream, and I still had to make dinner. So I'm like, fuck. I just threw a chicken Kiev in the oven and boiled myself some corn. Give it, like... Oh! I don't know why we're playing this. Did we? Did we send the calling card?
Now then.
Or are we just actually playing bops today?
We have all the proof we need. We should be able to enter the Overlord's castle now.
Oh yeah, I guess we don't actually have to send the calling card, do we?
Time to make our way over. Let's go, team!
The sea shanty version was made by Nickelback themselves. You know what? Honestly, like, part of me respects Nickelback just for the hustle. Like, Nickelback has been very upfront about the fact that they are doing this for money. Like, they make their music specifically to make it sell. And I'm like, alright, you're a scumbag, but at least you're honest.
I think we deserve a little reward, yeah?
He is here!
We've got everything we need. Let's use the proof and open that gate.
Hello! Hello, I like money! But, like, I'm sure that's the reason a lot of people do it. Like, I'm sure that's the reason a lot of bands make the music they make. It's just rare to see someone so fucking brazenly honest about it.
Alright, look alive, guys!
Hold on. It's likely the Overlord's retainer is waiting for us inside. It's sure to be a difficult fight. Let's be on our guard.
Sounds good.
Do you think there's more like the fearsome four in there? Don't worry.
I'm still hurt about that
I
one.
won't let them hurt you.
The Overlord's time has come!
Man, you're totally sold on this, aren't you?
Okay, let's go.
They gave Billie Eilish another Grammy last night for a song she made sexist. What a... I'd have gone up on it, they're like, what the fuck? I asked you guys to do one thing. Billie Eilish probably sitting there like, I expected nothing and I'm still let down. Alright. We're gonna take Haru. We'll take Yusuke. And Sophia.
Let's
Oh, I actually want to wait. Of course.
Someone stop them!
Try, assholes! Oh, that's bad. Back!
Good thinking, Joker. You know I can count on you. The ball's frozen. Hit it with a nuclear attack to really
Oh, that'll do. Just going in and out on these assholes.
Two shadows left. We probably shouldn't be too hasty.
Rotate.
Okay, the end is in sight. We can do it.
Wait.
Fire! Let's go.
Got it.
Fire!
I am Haru. Playing the game is optional.
Shall we begin?
Shit.
Riddle them with gun attack.
Die! 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 Die!
Desert
Oh,
Incoming attack! Brace yourself!
Persona on bad end just that gives me some bad flashbacks. Heal up. Yeah, if it's good, then go for it. Really?
Please do!
He's just sitting there. Oh, apparently, we have to fight this.
Brave heroes approach their foe. Who goes there? Who dares disturb my slumber?
Awaken the slumberer.
Oh crap! We got another one? And what's up with the narrating?
I love.
Silence Wells. I am His Excellency the Overlord's retainer, Doramu. My
Doramu.
lord's castle lies just beyond. Lowly humans such as yourself.
I love how much this is like. They go so hard on like the fucking D&D bit. Like, and like they are going so hard with just like, yes, this is cringe. Sup, boss? Not much. We're doing our best. We are doing our best today. This game has so much charm. Was this made by a third party? I think it was made by the guys who do, what's the name of the series? Was this done by the guys who do, Warriors? Cause it's very Warriors. Like, this is very Muso. My placement got canceled, so I've been playing Warframe all day. I fucking vibe with that.
You foolish, repulsive-looking creature.
I've been dealing with stupid people all day. Whoever did it must have been a believing fan of P5. Oh no, it was absolutely made by, like, it was
Take this.
led by like it was a co-op project between Atlas and Koei Tecmo. Oh, I got Spirit Drain. Oh, that's a thing.
Weak to bless attack! Give up divine punishment!
The weak to bless attacks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
No! Gotta exploit those weaknesses!
I certainly couldn't do that.
Come at!
Sophie, kill him!
Second follow-up, Sophie! Here I come! Nothing yet! Nothing yet! Let me out! I'll get him!
Get him!
Like this? Come at!
Please allow me.
Yeah, hit it!
Do not miss.
Shoot him up!
Ooh, an explosive! Let's blow these shadows to smithereens! Boss, never miss an
Alright, fine. It's him. Until it got released on Xbox, then they got it made T for T because they added a slot machine. I did see that. That was fucking hilarious. Like, they just went, it's rated T now because we added a slot machine. Like that, if, like, Toby Fox really do be vibing though.
Follow up, Sophie! Come out! Perfect! Here we go!
Oh, another sword monument.
I will handle this.
Fair warning! It's gonna be rough! The enemy's busy!
Get him!
This is your chance! Start wailing on him!
Oh, hang on. He's dizzy. He's dizzy.
Oh, that's how you do it!
Keep it up, Noir.
Okay.
A new move? Congratulations!
I just got a text that I think I need to look at.
Defeated by such utterly grotesque beings.
You were a fierce opponent, Overlord's retainer.
Go on then, chosen heroes. Reward. My master is all powerful.
Great.
My stamina is very low. This could be
Alright.
dangerous. Oh,
Gotta beat up Sakura to get Phoenix fight in. I'm 12 and this jail's plot is deep.
Use
I'm
this!
so grateful.
But yeah, no, like, Toby Fox is really just kind of along for the ride in this one. It's a little bit kind of crazy for him, just cause like,
Once we get in the castle, we're headed straight for the roof.
you know how crazy this
Are you
must
ready?
be for him.
Alright, let's go.
Don't think, feel.
Okay, we've made it inside. Let's keep up the pace.
Okay, there's a chest there.
Should we open up that treasure chest?
Harvard,
I'm picking up some.
how would you recommend we do that? Oh, okay, that's... That's probably how. Oh, hang on.
Weakness!
I think we're good to go.
Hi.
Doing this?
Now's our chance to attack.
This is it!
Great. Let's
Got
begin
it.
the attack.
Will not miss.
They're on their last legs. Don't let
Yeah,
up.
luckily these guys are pretty easy to get down.
We've done it!
So, like, I'm not too worried about anything.
Happy? Was that not a challenge?
Let's move on.
Ah, okay, here's the is that the chest? Yep, there's the chest.
It's glimmer.
Nice, SP incense.
Score! Now let's get some more.
Alright, and... How do I get out of here?
Shadow here.
Ah.
What's the plan?
Joker, how are you already in there?
I shall expose
I'm
you.
moving to my laptop so I can see the monster. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Looks like the enemy's panicking.
Only a few remain. Let's finish them off. Will not miss.
Easy. Mine.
Like a what?
Alright. This is gonna be the cutscene.
Don't get cocky!
Uh-oh. Hello!
Shadows ahead.
I'm a from a different computer.
Will not miss.
Oh, I can do that too. I can do that again.
He's weak, but physical attacks won't work. What a pain in the butt.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Not really anyone that, ice.
Are you?
I accept. I am thou. Prepare yourself!
Gotta exploit those weaknesses.
Hit it! That was the wrong play.
Will not miss. Damn it!
Oh, fuck. He got me with the life drain. Yeah, go for it, Haru. I do like psychokinesis. Are we done?
We can do it.
Oh, we're not done.
Sophie's stamina is running low. She needs to recharge.
I think Yusuke is the one that needs to recharge.
Much thanks.
Come out. Let me help.
Thank you.
Got it.
Looks like we're safe here.
Alright.
You're up.
Leave it to me.
All of Trials.
How far along are we now?
We're only about halfway up. It's gonna be a while before we get to the top. Guess
Yeah.
we'll want to keep an eye on our health and stuff.
Imply we need health. Imply we need health to live. Oh, is it Haru time? I think it's Haru time.
Okay.
Incoming attack. Raise your
Bap.
Shall we begin? Fire!
Is it still Haru time?
Now!
I will handle
Are you ready? Lord? Thanks when you are.
Oh, there are like 4 bosses here, huh?
Fire! I'll finish my
I
own.
will handle this.
The enemy's strong, but it's weak to gun attacks. Now, finish him off.
This is your end. You can run sinister.
Get fucked.
Very swanky, Noir.
No shadows at the moment. Let's keep going.
Easy, easy clap. Interesting chest ahead. Man put his OC in one of the most popular party games. The boss is gonna have interesting invisibility mechanic because he's a Mary Stew. Honestly, I could see that, and that's pretty funny. Also, I'm sorry I've been a little AFK on chat.
Something's shooting
Whoa.
up from the floor.
Shit.
Trap. Look out.
There's no turning back now. Let's double down and keep moving forward.
Yeah, I apologize for being a little bit
Should we open it?
AFK in chat. I've been dealing with a lot of shit today, so like it's house shit. It's like nothing that like needs to be brought up. But yeah, you know, just
Yo!
my mind is in 2 places right now. Power anklet, at least strength 1. Really?
I'll take it.
That's kind of garbage.
What's that?
Got them now.
Bat.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Not what I thought was gonna happen. It's time for victory.
Almost in sight. Only a few
Oh, we win?
minutes
I didn't know we win.
And here I thought they'd put up a fight.
Here's hoping the next
I love how, like, I love my team. I really do love this team. Oh, this shit again.
What magical wonders lie.
Reckless vest. How's that? Because I think some of my girls need some extra shit. 68? Oh, that's actually good on anyone. I'm thinking maybe Haru? Actually, Haru likes to stay back. Yusuke likes to get in. I'm thinking Yusuke might be the better play for that. There's a motive of crows screaming at each other on the outside. Oh no.
We're doing all right for ourselves.
Spooky. Spooky, scary.
We're almost to the top floor. Just a little bit further, guys.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, Eligor.
Eliminate them!
Okay.
Stamina is running low. She needs to recharge. This turned out great, Noir.
No more time.
Would you care to join us? Get ready!
That didn't do as much as I was hoping for.
See more beauty team in action.
Gorgeous and refined as ever. Well played, Noir.
Hi, how are you?
This is a part of me!
Weak to lightning. Ah, that's a Joker thing.
I'll do it.
It's called the mode of crows follow soldiers to the battlefields. Oh, I feel like I actually knew that. I did, like, it's just always, it's fun to hear.
Electricity. Strong. Get your guard up.
Haru. Oh, shit.
Buck's got a clean hit.
All yours.
Push down! Using this! You can handle this!
Okay.
Yeah, like, they were thought to bring death.
This one.
I'm grateful!
Fire! Persona!
Bap.
Joker got in a follow-up attack.
Fire! Ravage Persona!
Spin!
I want to attack too!
It's stronger than us, and Curse won't work on it. Don't be intimidated.
Let's go.
I am very good at just fucking ruining this guy.
That was great, Joker!
Persona!
Hit it!
Send it out with a nuclear attack.
Oh, okay. Apparently we're done hitting it.
Switch out. I accept.
Fun time.
Okay, Buck, it's showtime. Make it spectacular.
I love how guns fuel the showtimes.
Go!
Da 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 da. Ooh yeah. Da 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 da. Baby, baby. Da 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 da.
Shadow defeated. Nice teamwork.
Everyone levels.
I can do much with this, I'm sure.
Breeze boost? Yeah, give it a cleave. We're not using it anymore.
Now it can be even more helpful.
Nice.
It looks like I've learned another new skill.
Koga. Medium bless. Yeah. Fuck that.
All clear. Nothing to worry about here, I think.
It's up to you.
I understand.
Yeah, again, Haru. Are we about to go up like the giant staircase of doom that's in every Castlevania game? I really hope we do. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed like it's a fucking Castlevania staple to have like a giant staircase of doom in every game? Okay. They may as well have.
This birdcage. It's just like the one back in Shibuya.
Does this mean that bastard Natsume's kicking it somewhere inside?
Probably.
I'd like to say we should just bust our way in, but how does it look, Sophie?
It looks like shit.
Also,
Looks
in
like
every
it's
Kung
still
Fu.
locked.
True. True.
We'll need someone to touch it so we can hear the voices in his heart.
Okay then. You're up, Skull.
Uh-huh.
Well, it looks like it's gonna hurt, and it doesn't seem right to ask Sophie to do it.
Well, I will not stand for the Ryuji bullying.
But it's cool if I do it?
Oh, come on, Skull. You're, you know, tough.
And he's already experienced it once before. If anything, he's the ideal candidate.
I can respect Yusuke's pragmatic view, but also on what the fuck. Rock, paper, scissors time.
To just make us look like a bunch of dorks. All right, I'll do it.
I could do it if you want.
Yeah, it's cool. I got it.
Thank you, Skull.
Aww.
You'd think someone his age would have at least some talent.
Like it matters. This kid's gonna make us a fortune.
Yeah, I'm hearing voices all right.
Out of context.
These voices are somehow related to Natsume's emotional scars?
Most likely. We just need to listen to the conversation and figure out the source of his trauma from there.
So we're looking for something like what Shujin Academy was to Alice.
Yeah.
We should keep listening. There's bound to be some sort of clue here.
Sir, try to keep your voice down. He'll be back any minute.
So it finally gives Ryuji the respect he deserves.
Oh, come off it. Can you really blame me for complaining? I'm the one who has to read his crap every day.
The kid's got motivation, but that's about all he's got. Seems any talent for writing in that family died with his grandfather. Oh, excuse me. Can I get another Gatorade coffee?
Yes, sir. Just a moment.
Well, he's still our little money tree. No way in hell we're letting him go.
You're terrible, sir.
What?
He heard all of that.
Ow! Damn, this shit hurts.
Well, thanks to that, however, we've managed to hear a good amount.
I didn't really get it, but it sounded like some kind of cafe.
Indeed. I heard one of them say Gatore Coffee.
Right, Gatori is the name of a cafe chain. But I
Thank
don't
you,
think I
Haru.
saw any around Sendai Station. If there aren't a lot of them, it'll make finding the right one that much easier.
Why do we need... Ah, right, because we need to go back there and fight the boss.
Well, at the very least, we've got a lead on finding the trauma room now.
Right. Let's get out of here and find us a coffee shop.
Out of context. Vroom vroom. Motherfucker. So, Gatore Coffee, huh? If that ends up being the answer to the trauma room, we can find ourselves face to face with another real threat like last time. Let's get ready for any sort of comment that might get thrown our way. After that, it's back to the hideout. Then the Phantom Thieves begin the search for Gatore Coffee. We gotta find some coffee, boys! First, we are absolutely going to the store. I absolutely need to pick up some, I need to pick up some groceries for the kids.
Take your time. We recommend that. Can you hold all that? We recommend that. Can you hold? So that's what. Can you hold? We recommend. Thank you. We recommend. Thank you. So that's what. Can you? Thank you.
It's always best to cook your own food.
Take a gander. Oh,
I'll
thanks a
also take the Gyotan.
Come again.
And now we go back to Aoba. Salmon Uwu. I like salmon. I make some pretty good salmon. At least I like to think so. Salmon is godlike. Food.
I should write something.
I'm gonna save this to be safe.
Let's get to.
Alright.
What's
Cook.
on the menu?
Ooh, what are you cooking? Oh, good idea.
As much curry as the game will allow me to make.
Looks good.
Fuck, I keep doing that.
What are you?
Atlantic. I usually eat Atlantic.
Are you sure?
Alright, so who do we got? We're capped on... Let's see, Makoto, Haru, Sophia... Ryuji and An are the only ones that... I love Dominatrix
You
Whip.
want this one?
Like, that's just an item
Put it to good use, okay?
that An can obtain.
You want this one?
The
You want this
Dominatrix
one?
Whip.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
Alien Doc 07, thank you for the follow. How you doing? How's your Sunday?
Who's it for?
So, we could probably sell all of this shit. They don't Atlantic jump up
Are
waterfalls.
you sure?
It's not Sunday.
Are you
Fuck.
sure?
I tried.
How many? Are you sure?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Who's it for?
What can we get? New shit, actually. It's actually worse than what I'm packing for Dick normally.
Having trouble deciding?
So let's see. We can get I honestly do like Morgana having better gear is probably a good idea.
Put it to good use, okay?
Yusuke 68. Yeah.
This one? Do you want to equip that? Put it to good use, okay?
And then Haru.
Who's it for? Which one? Do you want to equip that? Thanks
Yep.
for your patronage.
And then Sophia.
Do you want to equip that? Put it to good use, okay? Who's it for?
And is there anything else I'm wearing that I don't really get any use out of? Cuttlefish, thank you. Really cool.
Now then.
Alright. Let's pass around the gear, because I think we might be able to get something, get some better gear on some more people. Like, we could probably better outfit Futaba. Although, if anyone else needs a Reckless Vest, I'd sooner give it to them. Yeah, I feel better about, An having a Reckless Vest. Magic Camisole. You have 2 of those. Hardly need it. We can also definitely sell that cat sweater. Like, we could definitely sell the cat sweater. We're never gonna be having Morgana wear multiple things.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'll keep the vest just because, like, I'm not, Yeah, I'll dump the Lynx
Are you
camo
sure?
vest. Oh wait, hang on. At 66, we might have enough to buy,
Who is it for?
someone else a protector.
Which one?
So let's see. Is Yusuke, capped? Yusuke, Makoto. Who needs it? Makoto. Makoto, Sophia, Ryuji, on. Less so on. Makoto, Sophia, Ryuji. I'm, not, sorry, Makoto, Futaba, Ryuji. I'll get it for Futaba. Against my better judgment, I'll actually, yeah, it should be for
You want
Makoto.
this one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much. Who is it for? What are you
And yeah,
saying? Are you sure?
there
I'll
we
just
go.
add this.
That's probably good.
Here's what I found.
Why does Futaba need armor? Futaba can actually get into some combat nowadays, which is
Accepting this request?
oh, we can actually just do that for money. Not that a lot of
You're
money,
doing
but
this one?
you know, money. But yeah, no, Futaba can actually get into combat when she's hacking doors. So if Futaba gets hit by if Futaba gets attacked by enemies while she's hacking a door, then she does take damage. So like now Futaba having armor is actually relevant. Not sure about weapons, but like anything that boosts her stats is not bad. Or provide other forms of resistances or buffs.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. You wish to strengthen it?
Casa. What level am I? 25?
How much power will... This is what...
Maybe the weps have something to do with speed hack?
This
Could be.
is what...
That'd be my guess anyway.
How much power will you add? How much power will you add? How much power? This is what...
Yeah, I'll boost Barry. She smashes the door, she's kicking with an axe. Hella! Get it!
Performing a fusion?
Amino Uzume, Orthus and Lamia, Orthus and Picasa. I like this.
It seems that it
No,
can
you did do that. You did do that.
Choose which...
I'll take Life Drain. Mudo. I like Mudo. I also like Garu. Shit. What about Amino
Seems that it can
Uzume?
gain new power.
Oh, yeah, that's just the same thing. Although
Choose
that's a
which-
healer. I'll take Frey. And I'll take, Sai. Please do.
Is
Yes.
this... Be born anew.
I am Amino Uzume. I shall be your new face. Now come. Let us rejoice in the melody that draws forth true might. I require healing.
You wish to browse the entries? What will
No.
you be registering? Would you
In
like
2077, you can
This
become.
persona has been registered. May luck be on your side.
In 2077, what makes somebody a criminal? Getting cock. Dick. Something about just out of context, Keanu Reeves. Dick. Browse the entries! Blue.
I should write something.
Alright. Destination time. We should probably stop by and do the other quest next time we're in the Sendai jail. Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, now that it's on my mind.
Alright, we're on the hunt for a Gatore coffee.
Takes 65 million years to
Let's find
load.
out how many are
I don't
in
know. Like, it's a problem a lot of people have, apparently. They changed their logo to the old school one? Really? Huh.
Gatore Coffee. Got it. There's only one that's close to Sendai Station.
Whoa, that was fast.
It's a bit of a walk, but I'll be happy to guide you to the destination.
Why don't we just drive?
You're amazing, Sophia. It's like you were made to be a navigator.
But being the navigator's my job.
Aww. You're adorable, Futaba.
Oh, where's that coming from?
It's simply a question of having the right person for the right job. Fear not, Futaba.
Beep
There
boop.
are plenty of things only you can do.
Huh, I guess that's true. Nobody else can act like a weirdo quite like you do, Inari.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
All right. Guess we'll just
Here he comes in, like, actually trying to help, like, pull her up, and she just brings him down.
Yeah, let's get going. Okay.
Don't be
I got
mean.
it.
There it is, the coffee.
This is it. Gatore coffee.
I can smell the coffee. Seems to be just an ordinary cafe.
No,
Are you sure we have the right place?
it's just a cafe.
We'll just have to put in the keyword and see.
Alright,
I mean, why don't we go into,
trauma cells calling our name.
we can at least go in and stop for some coffee first.
Trauma cell?
It's just a name I came up with. Trauma room sounds like some kind of cheesy hospital drama.
Okay, true. Found logic.
Call it whatever you want. We gotta roll.
The key to opening that birdcage has got to be here somewhere. Do you remember the keyword?
Yes.
Of course. It's Prince of Nightmares.
Coffee beans bathed in elephant dung. Elephant dung! I don't understand why, like, I understand, like, who thought to try that? Did someone accidentally just, like, spill their coffee beans in some elephant shit and go, fuck it. I'll just boil the hell out of it, it'll be fine. And they just found a new flavor and went, oh, this tastes pretty good. Oh, I like the bloody cafe aesthetic.
It's just like what happened in Shibuya. This is where Natsume's trauma comes from.
What could have happened to him, I wonder?
Shh.
Well, he had his self-esteem crushed.
Are you sure about this? Awarding him the grand prize for that? Ongo Natsume. The kid's entered every contest, but he's never made it past the first stage. He's as stubborn as he is incompetent. What's more, his writing is so painfully generic, it only becomes more obvious when you compare it to the other candidates.
Oof.
What?
That voice. Is it Natsume?
Yeah, he heard.
He acknowledged my work.
It's fine. He's the great Sogo Natsume's
As a writer, I feel this.
grandson, remember?
Yeah, as a creative, I feel this.
Brand recognition is a huge part of marketability. Nobody gives a rat's ass about what's beyond the cover.
Don't pity confident writers ever.
Though a certain
Yeah.
someone seems to think he's actually worth a damn.
Poor kid can't even see just how hopeless he really is. Seriously, it's pathetic.
I'm trying as hard as I can.
No skin off my nose. So long as he keeps raking it in. We hit the jackpot with that one, and I plan on riding him straight to the top. And if he does by some miracle make something decent of himself, well then everyone wins, right?
Doesn't this ring a very similar bell?
These guys are the worst.
Here it comes.
This is the Yusuke arc, and I'm fucking here for it. Like, I really like that this is the Yusuke arc. That Yusuke gets his own, like, that Yusuke gets someone who's like, this is Yusuke if Yusuke, like, didn't meet us. It's the way it feels like.
Right all you want. A talentless hack like you is hopeless. Hopeless! Hopeless!
Because adults are shitty. Scrabble. Producers are shitty. Hey, to be fair, Alice's shitty people was her shitty high school people.
This is the same thing we saw in Shibuya.
Careful! It's using different weapons from last time.
Less failures and more living in the shadow. Hey, like, don't feel like. What matters is that you're important to the people who care about you. That's more and more what I'm starting to realize. Like, oh fuck.
Switching out.
Shit.
I can handle this.
I accept. Persona!
Like, more and more that's what I'm starting to realize. Is the best thing that you can do is,
But on the other hand, it leaves him wide open. Dodge the attack, then hit him with everything you've got.
This is it.
Oh yeah, I'll also try that thing. I figured that out at community college.
Persona!
You know, I said I was in this for the money. Holy hell, reading this shit is torture!
He's going for a combo attack. Don't let him ram you.
Persona!
Yeah, that'll do.
This is my other self!
Bap,
Right!
Yep, that's his weakness.
All yours.
You're on a roll, Fox.
bap.
I might not like that Natsume, but these assholes who were using me the whole time, right?
Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for him. We only chose him for who he was, not what he wrote.
Authors are just chips in a bigger game.
Much thanks.
They exist solely for us to win.
From what I can tell, this editor was a real scumbag.
I know this pain has more than anything. For that reason, I refuse to let this go on any longer.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like this is like literally the same shit Yusuke was put through. It's just like different person. It's you like Yusuke easily could have ended up like this, and I think he gets that, which is really interesting to see.
Bingo! That skill just now? Perfection!
I must say, that couldn't have gone better.
You know it.
Grand finale.
Get him!
Ready?
Time for the curtain call.
Fox, you don't have much stamina left. Conserve it.
Makoha!
Wicked follow-up, Sophie. That's in here. Switching out.
Understood. I am thou.
I think El Pastor Tacos. Now that's an interesting AU. Everyone's roles are flipped.
Formal! Right!
Let me in.
Pull!
Way to follow up, Fox.
Bap!
Not done yet. Switching out. I'll do it. Take it!
Go ahead, shit, right? But at least you got a knack for stringing yourself along.
I said, Persona!
Be careful not to get caught up in its attacks.
Okay, taking evasive action.
Taking evasive action.
Do not miss.
You better cling to that
Here come the bus.
It's up to you.
way I see it. That's all you'll ever have.
It's warping around using sneak attack. Shall we begin? Is this what they call a ninja?
Not exactly. Last time I checked, ninjas
Did I hear
fire
that one?
giant machetes.
No, instead they don't.
I can do it.
Whoa, that was some crazy damage.
Other bad guys you get to play as them still. That'd be interesting.
time of it.
Wicked follow-up, Sophie! Switching out, Danielle!
Sure. You're mine.
Time for the finale!
It's over!
Hold up! You play as Yu Narukami?
Super cool, Joker.
Switch out. Leave it to me.
This guy's pretty strong. Capitalize on his ice weakness.
I'm trying!
On to the fancy footwork.
Shit! Got it!
Make it spectacular.
Such beauty.
I got what I needed out of this one.
Go down. Pull. Use this. Splendid this is my other self. I do say so myself. Prepare yourself.
That was beautiful, Fox!
Oh, alright.
It's working! Let's do it, guys!
Sophie!
Worthless trash like yours can sell. And as long as there's a buyer, I'll be there to bleed you dry.
Ravage that sword is nothing. I will have my fixes yours. Understood. Latest worthless again. Take this! Damn it!
Fair warning. This one's gonna be rough.
Come on! No! That's it, die!
Your life is the big time. Hey, Mr. Natsume.
You did it. The warden's down for
I
the.
tried to do it with Yusuke, damn it. I tried. You get like strikers dancing all night. Isn't that just dancing all night? I need cute dancing, Sophie. Okay, fair.
Whew. Well, I guess that does it.
We can get inside the birdcage now, right? Better get going then.
Wait, but what was that we just saw?
To avoid the belly flop baka.
Seems Ango Natsume wasn't given that award on his own merit. Those editors just used him for his name.
So, there was a secret behind that novel after all.
But he's not a bad guy, is he? It sounded like he entered the competition a whole bunch of times.
And just when he thought his hard work was paying off, he had to hear all that. It must have been devastating.
Those editors are horrible. They knew his writing wasn't good enough, but they still gave him the prize just so they could make money.
Yeah.
It still doesn't justify what he's doing now.
Nevertheless, I'm beginning to understand how he feels.
Fox?
Rising to fame atop stolen ideas, pulling at people's emotions with a fabricated story. Even worse, robbing others of their free will, changing their hearts, and wallowing in his own vanity. These crimes are unforgivable. There's no denying that he's been a fool. And yet, in spite of all that, it doesn't change the fact that Natsume spent years giving it everything he had.
I say also we kill him. It's not illegal.
Creative work is often a lonely endeavor. And battling against that loneliness is truly a challenge in and of itself. As if it wasn't hard enough, if you don't produce results, no one will even think twice about you. One might even begin to think that such dark and unfulfilling times are all that's in store. Had I taken one wrong step, I may very well have turned out to be just as hideous as him.
Inari.
It's thanks to your friendship that I didn't stray from the path. He, however, doesn't seem to have anyone.
I love that Yusuke just said exactly what I said. Like, I love that, like, I love the parallels in this. Like, basically, the Phantom Thief... Is it weird to say that this game is kind of putting, the Phantom Thieves against their narrative shadows? Like, it's not like literal shadow selves, like, in Persona 4. But, one of my favorite things, one of my favorite lines that I've ever heard said about Persona 4 is that Yu does not have a shadow, like Yu does not have a literal shadow. Yu, however, has a narrative shadow. His narrative shadow is Adachi. This feels like every single character is getting their own Adachi. And that is really cool.
Natsume should know better than most that there's no meaning in superficial glory. Now he's turned his back on what he truly wants to write for the sake of spinning this infernal novel of lies. Someone needs to bring him back to his senses.
You seem pretty motivated this time around, Inari.
As one who's dedicated his life to art, I simply cannot condone his actions. Now, let us bring this to an end. We'll send the calling card, then wrest the Overlord from his throne.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like, putting everyone up against their own narrative shadows is not a take I expected from a Persona 5 sequel, but honestly, it's what I'm here for. Like, yeah, isn't them doing the same thing they did in Persona 4? Kind of. But that doesn't mean it's bad. If anything, they went, hey, yeah, we had a good idea. We had a really good idea. Why don't we just do that again? I'm motivated now. Blue Man for destroying all my dreams.
All that's left is the calling card.
Fucking hell. And the final boss is into a trading card game. Huh! I really appreciate they went from the thematic of stealing from the rich to a thematic, from a theme of stealing from the rich to a theme of power to the people, seize the throne. Right, like, it's a different take on Persona 5 that doesn't feel so different from its original idea. That, like, the idea of Strikers isn't so foreign to the idea of Persona 5 that it feels weird. But it feels like it's its own thing.
Right. We need to make Natsume aware that we're coming to steal the desires. That should materialize them.
I kind of expected a bit when without the story and the confidants. Yeah.
We'll need to decide how we want to do it. What's the best way to make sure he gets the message?
Let's do what we did in Shibuya. How about email? I'm just here for the cute robot beep boop.
Nah, he probably gets tons of fan mail. If he ignores it, we're sunk.
What do we do?
Mommy!
What the fuck?
He could be lost, maybe? I'll go take a look.
Makoto's maternal instincts are kicking in. I'll go too. Oh!
Hey, what's wrong, kid? Oh, you got separated from your mom, huh? Don't worry, I got you.
Is that Zenkichi?
Zenkichi's just here. Walk up and suplex him.
Gramps was already here?
Hey, it's me. I got a kid who was separated from his mom here. Send someone over to look after him, would ya? I'm over it, huh? What do you mean it's not worth pub sex time? Quit screwing around. You call yourself an officer of the law? Or are you saying you'd abandon your own kid too? Is that it? A lost kid's no joke, you know.
Oh fuck.
Hey, wait, where are you going? It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you or anything.
The kid totally thinks he's a creep.
He's trying.
That kid sure made things difficult. He didn't have to run away like that, right?
What if it's Zenkichi's kid?
You're not exactly cute and cuddly, Gramps. Honestly, I don't blame him.
He's doing his best.
Will you stop calling me Gramps?
This is perfect timing, though, actually. Let's ask Zenkichi what he thinks.
I love how everyone loves it. Everyone likes Zenkichi, but also no one likes Zenkichi. I love that she calls him Gramps. As opposed to I have really bad issues with the police in the past, yeah. Like, just kid walking away, like, Zenkichi, wait, fuck. Yeah, like, in fairness, I get the kid.
Sure. We're supposed to be working together anyway.
All cops are bastards.
We're all set to go inside Natsume's jail. There's just one thing left to do. Only problem is, we're not sure how to send our calling card.
Calling card? Oh, you mean that thing you guys did with the screens
in
Shibuya?
What if Zenkichi's 3 kids in a trench coat?
You want my advice? You should avoid any high-profile stuff like that. The police aren't that stupid. Eventually you'll get caught.
The police are extremely stupid. Were you around for all of Persona 5? The police are stupid. We did 3 low-profile calling cards. We literally did 3. Okay, maybe. Okay, so Kamoshida was a bit low, but made news. Madarame was like really on the sly. Kanashiro, we plastered that shit all over Shibuya. Utama we just gave him a calling card. Okumura? I feel like Okumura getting a letter from the Phantom Thieves should have made news. But like, there's nothing directly that says it did. Sai? Again, I feel like that should have been, Utama was really public because of the announcement about the Phantom Thieves. True! You think we'll get a scene from best, literally scream secret villain, Atlas always designs villains like that. True. Dakichi, you're one of the police, of course they're stupid. Eventually they'll just get fed up and call Naoto. Honestly, that'd be a nice twist. I just like cops being near me. Okay, if, in fairness, same. You think we'll get a scene like the best of P5, you know, with the Ketchy? Maybe?
I know I'm supposed to
I
help
don't know.
you all, but I gotta draw the line at breaking the law.
So the adult's the voice of reason here. You really are a Gramps. You know that?
You're pretty set on calling me that, aren't you? Whatever. My point is, go with something simpler.
Akechi is a fun character. Akechi is an alright character for the story he's in. Like, Akechi... I'm gonna be a little real. Akechi was a little bit, stuffed for me. Once I played P4 and realized, wow, they really just kind of reused most of Adachi's character. But I still think Akechi is decent enough for the story he's in. And I do think Persona 5 Royal does enough different with him that he feels like he stands on his own feet enough.
We need a way to guarantee the Natsume will read the calling card.
This mini-boss fight was one of my favorite parts of P5. True. They could get the grown-ass man Akihiko to beat them up.
Maybe if we knew where he was going to be, we could set something up before he arrived.
No, Akechi's still no good, fight me.
In that case, I found just the event.
Hello.
Natsume is holding another book signing at the bookstore near the station.
What if Akechi was killed?
Natsume will most certainly be there. It starts as soon as the store opens at 10 a.m.
Oh, that
That'll
sounds
work.
doable. I bet it'd be easy to set up if we roll in at night.
Hey, didn't you hear what I said? Breaking and entering's a crime, you know?
Adachi was the sociopath because he isolated himself despite being surrounded by support. Adachi was abandoned and bastard child and clawed his way up from famous detective still felt empty. Different characters. Oh no, like I'm not saying Adachi and Akechi are the same character. There's like definitely detailed stuff around them that makes them different characters, and you understand why each are the way they are in their own subtle ways. I'm just saying Adachi and Akechi really do feel very similar.
Well, that's where you come in, Gramps.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, he cracked the
Did it
code.
and got caught. They'd lock us up.
They'd lock me up too!
You saying you can't do it? Some help the police turn
Some help the police turned out to be won't even help us break and enter.
Wasn't the deal that you'd cooperate with us? I thought adults kept their word.
Oh no, I do like Akechi. Like, Akechi is fine. Like I said, I think Akechi is good for the story he's in. I think Royal does a lot of stuff with him that I really enjoy. Akechi in Royal is almost a different character. And, but yeah, I also think Akechi is greatly elevated by, Bobby Draymond's, voice acting. Dude nails it.
You kids.
All right, it's settled. I will go and prepare the calling card.
Romanticized enough game that not everyone needs to be well-known character to be fun.
You got this, Yusuke.
That's fair.
That goes for you too, Zenkichi. We'll leave the planning to you.
They all have chi in their name. Adachi, Akechi, Zenkichi. We're counting on you.
Am I seriously going to go through with this?
We're going to criminalize you yet.
Listen to me.
Natsumi will look at the calling card tomorrow morning. Then we're gonna finish this. You should prepare when we have time. Once we head in, there's no turning back. Yusuke's handmade calling card. It's time Natsume got a visit for the Phantom Thieves. Chie! Chie was throwing people into the TV all along!
This should be helpful.
Thankfully, Dragon Ball Z is safe. No! Chi-Chi! She's double the chi!
There's a sale happening.
Maximum over Chie.
You put it to good use. Okay, how many you please for your
I love
patronage?
Sophie. Sophie is perfect, and I love her.
Now then.
Chie just wanted meat. Yeah, let's send a calling card.
Yes.
I will entrust Zenkichi with this calling card. Regardless of what drove Natsume down this path, he has been gripped by vanity, turned to evil. Ryuji is so cute, look at him. Cannot see the distortion in his heart, then we will lay it bare! But yeah, no, like, I am not saying Akechi is a bad character. I think Akechi is I really do like Akechi. And I also like Akechi in Royal is even better. I noticed that they took a lot of notes from what worked with Adachi. Akechi screams like Yagami to me. True. Eric is great. Dragon Quest XI, Eric is fantastic.
Good morning. I see. There's quite a crowd today as well.
Have you not noticed?
Yes, about that.
That's why he
What
was.
is it? What? What is this?
Well, when the staff came to open the store this morning, it was already like this. They called the police, but they were told to leave it as is, to preserve
I
the
disagree
crimes.
strongly with the Akechi discourse. Oh no.
The ostentatious swindler, Mr. Ongo Natsume. You are a depraved miscreant who holds others in contempt and steals their work, lining your own pockets all the while.
You can tell this one was written by Yusuke. You are a depraved like, let me just like hash this one out. To the ostentatious swindler, Mr. Ongo Natsume. You are a depraved miscreant who holds others in contempt and steals their work, lining your own pockets all the while.
We refuse to overlook the crimes you commit as you wear a false crown. Tonight, we take back the desires you've stolen.
You scared using the thesaurus.
Honestly, how stupid can you get? Damn it, what nonsense! I am the monarch. My followers are loyal. That is, as long as I hold their desires. No. Having those desires is proof of my claim to power. Proof of my sovereignty. I won't hand them over. I won't give them up! You foolish heroes are nothing but talk.
That is Ainz Olkun.
Come then. I'll crush every last one of you!
Yeah, what part of the Akechi talk do you disagree with, Karai? And he's a good character. Oof. Nah, yeah.
Right. His cognition should be changed now.
Thank you for all your help, Mr. Detective.
He's Mr.
And with
Detective
that,
now.
I've officially become an accomplice of the Phantom Thieves.
What are you complaining about? You're the one who proposed working with us, remember?
As a reward, I'll try to start calling you Zenkichi instead of Gramps from now on. Okay?
Alright. Caxus, as much as I will say that I think Akechi is a fine character for the story he's in, I disagree with the idea that like Persona 5 can't have well-written characters just because of the stylization of the story. I think Persona 5 has a lot of really good characters that are like really well done and well written. I think Futaba is supremely well written in her original arc, given she kind of tapers off after that. But like, Futaba in her original bit is one of my favorite characters. And then she quickly becomes one of my least favorite, but not the point. Like, you can have an extremely stylized story. How many of the villains are well-written characters? I would argue that they are written well enough for the story that they're in for the most part. The only one that I would really say is well written though is Kamoshida, just because of like the impact that he's given. Like, he's given a lot of presence that a lot of the other villains just really aren't given. And I think Akechi is well written for the story he's in, and I think Royal doubles down on that and makes him even better. It feels weird arguing, like, it feels weird being somewhere in between Karai and Caxus.
Inspector Hasegawa is quite a mouthful.
Yeah, Zenkichi's good, don't you think?
Villains show up for their arc and then fuck off. I mean, that's kind of the idea. Although I do like that Alice being name dropped with like half a second after her arc is just nice.
Okay then. From now on, you're Zenkichi-san, alright?
I was always at Kichi-san, but...
I'm looking forward to working together, Zenkichi.
Fine, whatever. You've already dragged me along this far, damn it.
I think Akechi was just meant to be a fun comic book villain. Yeah, like, that's fair.
Now then, the desire should have materialized at this point. It's up to us to take them back and return them to their rightful owners. And in doing so, we'll set his distorted heart straight.
Let's do this. Leroy! Fuck me. That's a fair assessment, Karai. I don't want to say he was the weakest characters, but a lot of Akechi's early interactions are propped up by Sai. Okay, I feel like recurring character involves NPCs and not like global characters. Morgana is really, really bad. Morgana is bad Teddy. Which is odd. I'll just put this on ice. I don't think this is going to anywhere like bad.
This is the request. You're already working on this.
Like, I don't feel like Aoba Street First One, Hirose Street. I don't feel like we're like getting anywhere that's like people are like attacking each other and
let's go.
Being mean.
Yeah, Natsume won't know what hit him.
If I felt the argument was really getting out of hand, then I would probably then I would definitely stop it. But yeah, I didn't feel like we've had like long-winded debates on shit plenty on the stream. Sometimes we just talk about shit and then agree to disagree. Like, technically speaking, I'm not fully agreeing with Caxus or Karai. We're just a little bit... We're of mixed opinions on Akechi, and that's fine.
We're here. So, what do?
Fair enough. Like, just don't worry too much about it.
We're in a good spot.
Yeah! Let's steamroll these bozos!
Get it! Get it!
Where to go? Let's show them what we can do!
That is a fair point.
Hit it with a nuclear attack to really bring it down!
Ah, fuck, I forgot. The request was...
This is the request. You're already working on this one.
hit it with their weakness. Best character, Pancakes. I enjoy over-the-top edgy villains. I think they're fun. That's fair. Stats. Makoto, take point. Actually, I'm gonna tag everyone out. Shit. Makoto!
Let's go. You're mine.
Oh, nice.
Alright, that'll work.
You hit its weakness.
Mission
Now I can
complete.
count on you.
Come.
We've got him now.
Let's go.
Keep it up.
It's over.
Well, that worked out. I haven't liked the DC movies since Dark Knight Trilogy ended. That seems to be the popular opinion, to be honest. Which is not good. Frieza's more showboaty than edgy. Honestly, yeah. Like, Frieza is so fucking hammy. Like, there's a difference between Akechi's just like, teammates, friends, to hell with that shit! What makes you so much better than me?
Are we there yet?
And someone like Frieza's, I'm going to slaughter this entire race of aliens. Why? Just because I want their planet. There's no actual reason for it. I just want their Dragon Balls, and they're being mildly uncooperative. That's really all the reason I need to just genocide an entire race.
I should write something.
Oh, hey, we can just walk on up there now.
Oh, check out that statue that totally ate it.
Ooh.
Hey, doesn't that remind you of how we got to the top in Shibuya? Ready for round 2?
Sure. Get it, boys. Yusuke, you got point.
Leave it to me.
The huge in-your-face flamboyant king. Oh yeah.
Great. Looks like the desires materialize. Go get him, guys.
I really love well-developed villains like Handsome Jack, and there's something so much charming about Joker or Kefka. Kefka is, honestly, they've tried really hard to like capture what they did with Kefka again, and just never hit it. Kefka is just so. I have never seen a chaotic evil done that well. Like, deadass, I have never seen...
You certainly took your time, Phantom Thieves. Or should I say, chosen heroes?
Chosen heroes! Easily my favorite villain. Stepfather's a really good villain, but I still like Kefka more. Kefka's great. I'll be right back, I'll grab a drink. Someone say Xenos. I leave for 5 minutes and Zeph brings up Xenos. The Misfit at Demon King Academy? I have not. Humanity is fighting its core and I gotta rebuild the world in Genova's image. Yeah, that would have been fine if it didn't involve destroying everyone else.
About time we met, eh, Mr. Overlord?
The damned coat man.
You're gonna give back all those desires you stole.
What I miss? To briefly sum up what you missed, after we finished dealing with Shadow Natsume's jail, we went and found out that the whole reason he kind of why are we fighting Jeeble? So to real quick go over what's going on. After we settled everything with the jail, we went and we got to the top and figured out that the source of Natsume's trauma was, it sounded like in a coffee shop. So we went to the only coffee shop that served that kind of coffee, and we found out that basically what started Natsume's downward spiral into where his mental state is basically his editor and the guy and someone else were talking about him, and he's like, yeah, the kid's awful, but like, he's got his grandfather's name. We give him a prize and market him, he'll make us money. And like, that basically just fucking crushed him and started the downward spiral. So then we went and fought like the jail guy, kind of like we did in for Alice in Chujin. And Yusuke basically had his moment where he goes, yeah, no, if I didn't have you guys, I could easily see myself being having turned out just like that. Just based on like the sheer loneliness of being an artist. And like even Futaba's like, wow. So yeah, this is Yusuke's moment. And then Zenkichi helped us commit a breaking and entering. So that was pretty cool. Fuck, you're gonna destroy the world. Let's settle this! Matt Mercer does so well as Yusuke. Hardcore. Ryuji horny. Oh no.
The slightest idea of what you've just walked into.
How you doing, Astral?
That appearance. It stands. This is no doubt the Overlord from Prince of Nightmares.
He certainly gives off that impression. But weren't the Fearsome Four just dressed like normal people?
Is almost always a hearted badass. It's nice seeing him do really well as a socially awkward role. Oh yeah, I really love his performance as Yusuke.
Yeah, thinking about it, those guys didn't get much love from the author, did they?
You've come all this way only to fall right into my trap.
Is there a pit right here?
This world belongs to me and me alone. It takes shape solely according to my desire.
Just got out of James stream and Animals. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Here,
that's gonna be fucking
Overlord
crazy.
Rains justice upon the holier than thou heroes who would dare brand him as evil.
You activated my trap card. But yeah, no, I saw those leaks. That's a fucking riot. I need to post this to the DSP channel on Discord.
Here you are nothing more than flies to be swatted. I'll enjoy hearing those
thank you.
screams as you atone for your transgressions.
That's bold for someone who stole others' desires just to satisfy their own selfish wants.
Yeah, if you're really the Overlord, ain't this the part where you get your ass kicked?
Tell me, how many of my demon brethren have you slaughtered while spouting such despicable hypocrisies?
I don't know. How many breads have you eaten in your life?
Wow, this guy's reading right from the handbook, isn't he?
Enough of this. It's time we fought. No matter how brave a facade you put on. It's clear you're just afraid of losing that hollow throne you're so proud of.
God damn!
Your reign is not but an illusion. Allow us to show you the truth.
Yusuke, chill! Was this half the champions?
I'm sick and tired of everyone looking down on me. The time has come for my true power. You wretches shall witness
his final form! Holy shit! Mega Ultra Chicken! Jojo! Okay.
Well, dare to challenge the great overlord himself! Imbeciles! I will feast upon your bones!
The hair kills it.
Holy crap!
Mood.
A dragon!
The hair being there is such a good. It ruins it in the best way. Like, it's not meant to be cool.
Be careful, guys. This one's really tough.
Nothing in here has been cool.
He's writing something. Is he building up energy? Crap! You've got to stop that pen of his. He's powered up like crazy.
Uh-oh.
He must be getting serious.
What did I do wrong?
We gotta slow his momentum. Can you target his weakness and knock him down?
Yes, I can.
Prepare yourself! Darker is darker than darkness itself! Watch as I unleash hell!
Spin!
Is there anything we
Dude
can
straight
do?
up became a chromatic dragon.
Sword stuck
He is a druid. Shit!
Turn him into a pincushion.
He's
Prepare yourself! Switching up.
Joker!
I'll do it. Persona! Persona!
Ah, fuck.
Got it. Split keep landed.
Let's go.
Now's your chance to attack. Let me help.
Come! I will handle this.
One more.
Way to follow up, Fox.
That was well played.
It's pretty strong. Capitalize on its ice weakness.
I'm trying. Futaba.
Bingo. That skill just now. Perfectly. No. It's a hug had to withdraw.
Damn it.
Someone fix him up. Okay. Thank you.
Yusuke's down. That's bad. Definitely miss SF. Did I have a Vez? Fuck. That's bad.
Swords were once wielded by past heroes.
Fuck.
Continue to defy me!
Yo, what the hell's he talking about?
It seems he's added some backstory. That said, those swords work quite well against him.
It seems he's added some backstory.
We should probably keep using them, huh?
Useless against me!
Something about it seems he's added some backstory just fucking killed me.
Time to put the hurt on.
Oh no, he's added backstory.
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit its weakness. Get going, Joker. Joker, you're low on stamina. Be careful.
Shit. It's just D&D, improvised backstory in the middle of combat. Yep.
This one. Okay.
Like that's been his entire bit. Nothing original, everything just really feels like super campy. Oh, I'm losing.
Why would the gods favor you over me?
He's really committed to this role, isn't he? Take this! Looks like the chief of Blood.
He's really committed to this.
Foolish you, and the least I can do is grant you a peaceful death. I've done it! The masterpiece has ever been written!
I'm just gonna stand right here.
Nice evasion, Noir. Take this!
You thought that was Agia just now. Think again. It was up.
I'll give it my all. Definitely heard that line before.
I love how much.
Still, Noir, come in. I'm begging you.
I think that's real. Like that's the first time I've ever heard the actual spell names in combat, which is funny but also cool. I fortunately picked exactly the right characters for this one.
Yours.
Understood.
Writing something.
Persona!
Building up energy. Crap! You've got to stop that pen of his. Leave it to me. Here it goes. I got it. Way to go, Sophie. You hit
Okay, so he's powered up. No Almighty. I'm sure he'll have Almighty later.
Can you target his weakness and knock him down?
Yes, I can.
He's got the advantage while he's in the air.
Oh, okay, so that's what I need to do about this. That's what I gotta do. When he's in the air, I gotta use the swords.
Go ahead.
I accept. This is my other self.
Or just use them anytime, really. I'm trying to freeze. There we go.
He's added some backstory. Check. Those swords work quite well against him.
Yeah, looks like it. We should probably keep using them, huh?
Dude, that was nuts!
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it! Switch!
Leave it to me.
Prince of Nightmares carry the blood of dragons in my veins. You will never defeat me. Lay down your weapons. Do so.
Do so and maybe you'll get fucked.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Eat it!
Evil Overlord's destined to get his ass beat. That's evil number one, dude.
Evil. I love Ryuji. Man, like, evil overlords are meant to get their ass beat. That's like the entire bit.
His buff's gone. Time to put the hurt on.
Like, that's literally your job as a character, to lose. Get him!
Really committed to this role, isn't he? Either way, looks like he's weak to Blood's attack. That's pure art. Almost.
Wait, shit.
Understood.
Those look pretty sharp. Try throwing it somewhere. Defense up.
Okay.
Keep it up, Marco. This is your chance.
Showtime!
Showtime.
Such beauty.
I'm waiting for him to break out the Almighty.
I'd say that did well.
He's half. Half health, second try. Oh, no monologue?
Fox, you'll never miss an opportunity.
We're weaving through them like water.
Rotate.
Like this?
Switch.
Follow-up, Sophie. You're at
Switch. Persona 5 for the Persona series. And only Nocturne for 4, but other than those, probably Nocturne since I spent more time with it. Wow, that is weird that, I never actually realized that, you and I have both spent more time with Nocturne than, like, any other game.
Let's go. You're mine.
Hit it!
Leave it to me.
You said more time breaking Nocturne, you mean? Very true.
Time to put the hurt on. Way to follow up, Fox.
Nocturne from the Nocturne series. Did I do that?
Sure. This one.
Coming for everybody! Oh yeah, that was Agi, wasn't it? Man, it would be really cool if it didn't suck. Combo him to death!
Understood.
Prepare yourself.
Uh-oh.
Rats! Those with talent are always being dragged down by those without. How can you be so ignorant?
I am thou.
Andrew, I gotta hit you with this again.
I have no talent!
What talent can you claim to possess? Stealing others' work for your own selfish interests?
Get him!
Cast away both your soul and your no blame.
Damn it! You're just like them! You're just like those bastards who denied me! You think you're better than me? I'll show you how wrong you are!
It's up to you.
Leave it to me.
I can't take this boss seriously. Like, me neither, but I don't think you're supposed to.
I'll do it.
Sakurai is featuring Jack Frost from Smash Bros. Jack Frost for the next DLC fighter.
Ravage them! Switch out. I accept. This is my other self!
One more!
Follow up, Fox.
I'm not done yet.
Are you?
Yeah. Persona! Take this! Let's go! How can this
Make it all 3 Jacks.
Persona! My armor! Brother, you! Yours!
Okay.
Keep your filthy hands off me!
So even that golden coat of yours is a sham. Your plots are very cool.
Seems everything's finally been revealed. Time to finish him off.
He's running out of steam. Stay on him, guys.
Yusuke time!
To me. Do not miss.
I feel weaker somehow.
What? Totally debuffed us.
He debuffed us? Finally!
You thought that was obvious now. Think again. It was
Definitely heard that line before. He's running out of steam. Stay on him, guys.
Yusuke, get the finishing blow!
Okay, Fox. Showtime. Make it spectacular.
Such beauty.
Oh, we got the thematic kill! Oh, really? You're gonna make me do it a little more? You couldn't give me that?
Great Overlord defeated.
Can someone still clip that? That was really cool.
Game over, Mr. Overlord.
Like, I want to make that my background. That was a really cool shot. Someone please clip that. First try? Yeah, totally first try. Yeah. Except, is that all you've got? Archer for Smash. I have the bone of my soul. I'd shit a brick if Hito Shura was thrown in Smash. Who's Hito Shura?
Wait, we can rule this world together. You can have half.
Oh!
My mantle, my magic armor.
Oh, okay, WV. I didn't actually know. Yeah, WV would be really cool.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Is that his true form?
Looks like it. So in the end, even his identity was just a cheap imitation.
It's over, Ango Natsume.
You're just a bunch of stupid kids. You don't know how much I've suffered. It's not too late for me. I've still got my reputation as a writer. I've won an award. I've sold books. It's not too late. It's never too late.
And that's good enough for you? This fame you've acquired through deception and the brainwashing of others. Is that truly what you wanted? What was the real reason you started writing novels?
I mean,
You don't know how much I've suffered. Yusuke, bet.
Damn it. Damn it!
The man who raised me killed my mother. You have no right to even talk.
I tried. I really tried. Just like everyone else. I read and read all through the night. I put hours on end like my life depended on it. And for what? Nothing I wrote was ever mine. It was just another work from Sogo Natsume's grandson. No one ever acknowledged my effort. My effort, not my work, not even me. No matter where I look, all I see is a bunch of thoughtless idiots, slaves to appearances and nothing more. Acknowledge me, damn it. Acknowledge Ango Natsume's efforts for once. I just want someone to see that I really tried.
I do.
Huh?
It's very clear just how much work you've put into writing your novels. A life led by creativity is almost always a lonely one, no matter your profession. You were battling that loneliness. You braced yourself, pouring your very soul into your writing, bringing it to your publisher time and time again. I will gladly acknowledge such effort and determination. There are many out there who would give up that battle, even those of exceptional skill and creativity. To be able to continuously bring life to new works without giving up, however, that is perhaps the most exceptional talent of all. There was once a time when you kept fighting. That is one part of your career that could never be labeled a fabrication.
God, I love this shit. Like, as a budding author, I can understand the lonely part. Right, like, Yusuke just, like, that was one part I kind of glossed over in the Trauma Cell part. But, like, that was something that Yusuke really got. Like, he saw that and just kind of went, no, yeah, like, as a creative, I get it. And I actually, again, Zeph, you weren't there for this one, but, I made the point. You remember how, like, basically everyone in Persona 4 has, like, a literal shadow? Whereas, Narukami doesn't have, like, a literal shadow, but he has a narrative shadow in Adachi. This game is literally giving everyone their own Adachi. Everyone gets their own narrative shadow, and just gets to look them in the eyes after kicking their ass and go, I get it. I understand what brought you to this point, but it's not okay. Also, Trader and Zeph, thank you for the Narutos. Yeah, SMT Persona are absolutely two different things.
So start over, Ango Natsume. Claw your way back up from nothing and move forward. After all, there are some things that simply cannot be painted without a blank canvas.
Yusuke just, like, levels with him.
It is because everyone believed in me that I was able to choose the path I walk today. I stopped lying to myself and was able to begin anew. And so it is now my turn to pay it forward. Even if I'm the only one in the world to do so, I will believe in you.
Fuck! Stupid kid. Talking my damn ear off. But you're right. This identity of mine was built on nothing but lies. I don't need it anymore! I'll do it. I'll climb my way back up. And I'll do it on my own strength! I'll write a novel that'll capture the hearts of countless readers, just like my grandfather before me. I'll write something I can be proud of. To everyone, I swear it!
Good. And I'll be looking forward to the day I get to read it.
You know, I really am stupid. How did I let myself forget? I know now what it is I really wanted.
His handlebars. Where are the bones? But yeah, no. Like, alright, thank you for the Narutos. But yeah, like, this honestly just, like, really does vibe with, like, being a creative in general. Because, like, as a creative, it's really easy to understand, like, what brought him here. Also, thank you, Zeph. Really cool. Woo! Looking cool, Joker.
Looks like it's over for now.
Cage of Vanity conquered.
Mission complete. I wonder if everyone's desires have been returned yet.
Almost definitely not, but we got most of them.
Probably. They all went flying out of the cage after all.
I want to see for myself.
Maybe we should check on the people back in town, just to be safe. Good idea. That said, the jail didn't disappear this time either. Now I'm sure of it. Jails really aren't the same as palaces.
Hydrate before you. Thank you, Cuttlefish.
Well, we can worry about it later.
Indeed. Let's go.
Yeah, especially because we can just go back and pick up any desires we missed.
Hey,
Hey, Dick.
I feel as though I'm restless right now. Do you know what this is?
Something bothering you?
I'm not sure what's wrong. Natsume tried his hardest, but somewhere along the way, he lost sight of what mattered to him.
Zephyr, thank you for the gifted sub. Hell yeah. Thank you for the gifted sub, and thank you to Astral Raven. Thank you for the gifted sub, and shoutouts to Astral Raven. Enjoy the emotes. I commissioned for those emotes. I love them. They're really cool. This not that one. This one's my favorite.
He is a strange person, Natsume.
We're all subs now. This is a new start for him. Zephyr with the
Yes,
Zephyr.
he did say he would climb back up.
Do I get a Zephyr emote too? Yeah, you should. I'm pretty sure Zephyr is tier 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zephyr's tier 1. Someone can confirm that for me. If he's open for comms. I might have to get a couple more from him just to finish out those last ones.
Yusuke said Natsume lost his way because he was alone. Whenever I think about that, I feel restless inside.
Why did that not work?
Even though Natsume hurt a lot of people and was, for some time, one of our enemies. What is this feeling?
Same Yusuke had. Maybe it's sadness?
Sadness. Is that what this is? I see.
PM me scrub.
So that's why Yusuke saved Natsume. It was because Natsume's reason for doing all those terrible things was really sad. I think I understand now. Sadness can hurt people, but it can also save them.
Just like she learned another lesson more or less just the same way she learned from An. Like An was angry with Alice. Anger can hurt, but anger can save. So can
It
sadness.
can give humans a reason to support one another.
Eat boot what is sad. Couldn't have said it better.
You can count on me.
Someone passed me a sub. I don't know. I maybe I can, maybe I can't. Yeah, I don't think. Wow!
Okay, we should probably get going.
Rude.
So, you know how I was all excited for the Tanabata festival that's coming up? My boyfriend says he's already got plans.
Oh, by the way, did you ever finish reading that manga I lent you? I got someone else who wants to borrow it.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it worked.
Jesus. Thank you, Zeph. Zeph is a Chad.
Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone's talking about Natsume anymore.
Zeph MVP. Mood.
All's as it should be.
Not the
Attaining
manga.
fame through some deceptive power doesn't fit his image.
This wouldn't have been possible without you being there to open his eyes, Yusuke.
Forced.
You really took charge today, Inari.
It was rather touching.
Yeah, it was pretty emotional, huh? A real work of art.
Thank you, everyone.
Almost cried a little, not gonna lie.
However,
Avenger.
We're not finished just yet. We must confirm whether the change of heart was a success.
For now, we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out.
Well, since we've got some free time, can we unwind at a bathhouse or something? I'd totally be.
Please no. Persona does bad things with bathhouses.
Good idea. We can freshen up a little before we head back to the car.
Oh no.
You heard him, Sophia. It's all you.
Persona. What's going on, Gotenks?
Okay. I'll find the best bathhouse in the area.
Maybe find the second best. I don't know if I can afford the best. What the fuck am I kidding? I'm rich. Me remembering all my money from Persona 5. Wait a minute. I'm rich. Press conference venue. Silly Robin.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I've called this press conference to give an announcement.
That's Joker's college fund now.
As well as a formal apology.
Fair point.
First, my novel, Prince of Nightmares, was recently bestowed the honor of receiving first place in the Sokaisha Awards.
That hair.
I have decided to give the award back. I've also decided to recall all published copies, not to mention take the necessary steps to refund everyone's money. I'm sure you all want to know my reasons for doing so. The truth is, my book, Prince of Nightmares, only won because of my status as Sogo Natsume's grandson. In short, the competition was fixed. In addition, I've also stolen the work of countless other authors, word for word. Lastly, the story I told about writing to inspire a hospitalized girl was nothing but a lie to garner sympathy. This fabrication allowed my book to sell a number of copies it nowhere near deserved. I wish to apologize for this scandal, and I'll start by personally seeing to it that everyone who bought my book is refunded. I promise, my writing career ends here. I am deeply sorry for all that I've done. To all of you.
Oops. I think we may have,
Hold on, Mr. Natsume. What do you think you're doing?
We might have made a slight overcompensation. The idea wasn't to end his writing. Yusuke said that outright.
Hey, time to wrap it up. Get everyone out of here, now!
Please, don't interfere. This is my way of taking responsibility.
Hey, something doesn't seem right here. Mr. Natsume's the one who put this thing together, right?
Do you think the editors were just trying to profit off Mr. Natsume's family name?
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Who are you?
Oh!
I will not allow this.
You're the one from the party. I'm so sorry for what I said back then.
I will not allow you to cower and run away, Ango Natsume. You intend to make a comeback, do you not?
Huh?
When you do return to the literary world, I want to see a book with your name on it, not your grandfather's. You are going to write a novel that you can be proud of, are you not?
I am upset that Joker has to say anything here at all. Like, if I'm role-playing Joker right now, my answer is saying absolutely nothing. Because Yusuke is having a moment and I don't want to take it from him. You're not alone, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
I don't even think it's a choice that matters. I think it's just like, I want Yusuke to have this moment because fuck. Yusuke walked in on his press conference and said, "Shut the fuck up! You're not quitting writing. You're gonna make something of your own, and I'm going to be the first person to buy it." Like, Yusuke just walked in and said, "No, you're not leaving. You're going to come back better than ever."
Where are they supposed to be?
Once everything is rightfully resolved, I will make my return. Even if there's just one person out there waiting to read my stories. No matter what, I will keep writing. I only hope I can one day save someone's soul the way my grandfather's novel saved mine when I was young. That is why I write.
What are choices but illusions of free will? Honestly, I was not expecting Yusuke to walk in on that scene. I taste tears. Oh no. Salty tears. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Yusuke to walk in on that. Like, Yusuke just rolled up on a press conference and went,
kids are something
no.
else. Barging in on a press conference like that?
My apologies. It was imperative that I speak with him.
It's fine. Alright, well, I gotta run. I have to go question Natsume.
Oh, right.
It's he.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't end with just an apology.
Senkichi's really doing his job. It's almost like he's an actual cop or something.
It's almost like we didn't just force him to commit a breaking and entering. He appears when he needs to.
I am an actual cop. Anyway, it won't take long, so go on and wait for me back at the car.
Senkichi's voice still bothers me.
Guess we should get rolling then.
Right. We'll leave the rest to him.
Do you have a moment?
Yes?
Something about Natsume's been bothering me. What he did was no doubt unforgivable. Nothing will change that. However, was he really like Madarame?
He said it. The man said it.
Can he truly be called evil like the palace rulers we've confronted in the past? Had he simply ignored his editors, would he have strayed from his path? Or am I perhaps just sympathizing with someone who pursues the arts like myself? And what do you think?
Fuck. He knew he was brainwashing people, just like Alice. And that's definitely evil. But... well, he's definitely more redeemable than someone like Madarame. I don't know. That's a tough question I don't have the answer to. He was, but he wasn't. Yeah, like, he's not on the same level as someone like Madarame, but it doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't evil. It's hard to say.
I see. Yes, it is a rather difficult question.
You can have good intentions but still do bad things. Right.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to hold you up. We should return to the car as well.
Let's go.
Fuck, just hit me with that one, huh? Why did I buy so many copies of the same book?
Welcome. Oh, thanks a lot.
I like that it's not like super black and white. Like, they really do a good job of nailing that kind of shade of gray. Also, totally didn't mean to leave. I wanted to go to the other side of the this area. Who will break man's head like sparrow's egg on thigh? You are a bad guy. Does not mean you are a bad guy. We should wait at the hideout until Senkichi reaches out. I kind of want to head back, but I also don't.
I should write something.
Senkichi arrived.
And that about sums up Natsume's confession.
So once people friended him through Emma, they'd become his fans.
It's just like what Alice said.
And Natsume's smartphone worked the same as Alice's, too. There wasn't anything off about the Emma app or the phone itself.
So we got nothing again?
I didn't say that. Just like before, there were traces of someone snooping around in there.
So someone is doing something.
For real?
The same as Alice.
You're talking about how Alice's smartphone was being monitored by someone, right?
So the same occurred with Natsume's phone as well.
Well, any idea who it is?
Sorry, I got nothing. All I found were traces.
So Alice
Maybe
and Natsume were being
compare
watched by
and contrast and figure out, like, commonalities?
Hey, Zenkichi, did the police know about that?
No. The only reason we know this guy exists is because Sakura sifted through Alice's smartphone.
So aside from the fact that they both used Emma, this mystery observer is the only thing linking Alice and Natsume together. If the police didn't know that, why would they assume these two cases are related?
Well, these are some very peculiar cases. But mainly, it boils down to the nature of the crimes and the timing.
Right, like, that's the other commonality.
The timing?
All of the change of heart incidents occurred at roughly the same time, that being within the last 3 months. Didn't I tell you?
3 months ago is around when Emma was released.
Well, Emma is being used to perpetrate the crimes, so that makes sense.
The group behind it seems shady.
Damn right it does. That company putting that thing out is suspicious as all hell. What are they called again? Madams?
No.
Madis. Well, at least you got the mad part.
What if Akechi did it?
For what it's worth, I'm investigating on that front as well. Still, we're talking about a major corporation operating on a global scale. You can't just walk in and start poking around without reason.
Well, I'm pretty sure 2 people committing change of heart things, confessing to them, actually. Like 2 people have confessed to change of heart to your crimes. And both of them start at the same time, and the only 2 commonalities are that both of them are using Emma and having their phones monitored. Persona 5 2, Return of Akechi.
You haven't found anything suspicious yet?
Oh no.
Not yet, no. At least, nothing's come up from checking the individuals involved. If our mystery observer was connected to Madis, though, then we'd have grounds to conduct an investigation.
But come on.
Do you think there's someone pulling the strings in this case?
There's always someone pulling the strings in this
We don't know
case.
for sure yet. The incidents are similar, but they could just as easily be unrelated.
No. You blongus.
Guess we'll have to see if the other incidents have any overlap as well.
I am the pancakes. Cuckoo
That's one
Kachu.
of the basic rules of investigation. Find what the incidents do and don't have in common, then start narrowing things down.
Monaco did it.
You thought you could just keep poking around, didn't you, big bro?
For now, looking into the other incidents is our best bet at scoring a lead.
This is true. We'll have to do what we can for the time being.
Real
And if
pancakes.
we look into the other jails and their monarchs, we might learn something new.
All of you to assume there's other. What if it's all a prank by Elizabeth? Oh!
Then, if we're all done here, I'm heading to Sapporo to see what I can find at our next target.
Sure you don't want to go back to the jail?
We'll rendezvous on the 8th. I'll contact you the day of.
I am now Oreo pancakes.
3 days. Should be an easy trip with a car.
No need to rush. The target's not even in Japan until then. Oh, right. Wasn't there a festival happening around here soon?
It happened.
Sendai's famous for its Tanabata festivals. Lots of good food lined up.
Just a oh
Or so I
no.
hear.
Yes, I did see decorations being put up here and there.
At the end of the game, after the credits, Junes will rise once more. Joker, my master, will control all with great savings.
Anyway, I'll see you in 3 days.
See
Don't
the lines.
forget.
Remember, this game is all a dream.
I guess he wants us to rest up while we can.
Gramps is actually a pretty considerate guy, huh?
Well, since we're here, should we put on Yukata and go to the festival?
Yukata. I can't help but think of our disastrous fireworks festival last year when we got rained on.
True. Oreo pancakes sounds disgusting, though. The end prank is 9,999 damage. Oh no.
That's why we're gonna do it right this time. Besides, we didn't have Futaba or Haru with us back then.
It sounds delicious on paper, but like I feel like that actually just sounds disgusting. Like it's one of those things that like it sounds good. They taste good actually. Really?
Count me in. Going to a festival in a yukata sounds wonderful.
I'll wear one too.
Then we got a plan. So Sophia, find us a shop that sells you.
Wait, is Joker actually gonna wear yukata now?
I've got 4 hits. Allow me to direct you.
Like, I just asserted myself, I'm going to wear one as well. Futaba, sick!
Dude, check out all the boots!
I am wearing a yukata!
As one might expect from Sendai's Tanabata Festival. It's quite lively here.
I wonder if that's like actually intended, like you could declare that as his choice. Chocolate sim pancakes with chie? Rude.
Apparently, the locals call it Tanabata-san, and it's said to have originated from back in Date Masamune's time.
Hey, that's the dude from the statue, huh?
Wait, is he wearing a Featherman mask? Ryuji, come on!
He is not a dude. He is Lord Date Masamune, the one-eyed dragon of Ocean.
Is that a King Dedede mask?
Jeez, what are you, his retainer or something?
Oh, there are so many booths. It's hard to pick what to see first. What do you think?
Shooting gallery.
Oh, want to make a competition out of it? I'm a pretty good shot, you know.
Neo Featherman, I need a persona to collab with that there Kirby.
You seem more like the brute force type, Ryuji. I think you should stick to melee weapons.
I don't think we're on the same page here. Speaking of which, ain't those guys here yet?
Oh, it's the girls?
It takes time for a lady to get ready. They're not unrefined apes like the rest of you.
Fucking rude.
Who are you calling an ape? You're the unrefined one, you furball.
Well, this furball's got claws, you bonehead!
Sorry for the wait.
Lady Han, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Chill, Haru's right there.
Thanks, Morgana.
Sorry, tying the obi took quite some time.
Honestly, Futaba looks pretty good. Can I get a closer look? Can we kill Morgana? Sadly not.
Stop staring so much.
Oh my god! Oh my god, can I get a closer look as Joker like fan himself? Cuck the cat.
Absolutely picturesque. You've brought us a much needed air of refinement.
It dunks on blonde. Dab.
Yeah, according to someone, we're about as unrefined as it gets.
Wow, Ryuji, that looks really good on you. Even better than your school uniform.
Yeah, honestly it does. Like, Ryuji looks really good in that.
You don't gotta try and make me feel better.
You made a good choice with that mask, though. Yellow's a good match for this season. I bought a water balloon myself. You gotta get one when you go to a festival.
Ryuji actually styling. True. Stare at Morgana while pounding on.
Oh, you mean a yo-yo?
No, isn't that called a water yo-yo?
I don't know.
Wait a sec. I thought it was yo-yo balloon.
No, it's a water balloon.
What do you call it?
Water balloon. Nick feels eye contact with him.
I knew it! I mean, it's only a little bit, but there's still some water inside.
Yusuke water paint everyone nude.
We should have a little fun ourselves. Why don't we check out the food stands and get something to eat?
Hell yeah.
Sure. I was starting to get hungry since everything smells so good.
Look, they've got all the staples. Yakisoba, yakitori, shaved ice. He'd even got cognac skewers. Those are huge in Tohoku.
What are we waiting for? Charge!
Come on, we should get going too. I'm starving.
Fine, we'll let the cat eat.
Let's start from one end and get one of everything.
It feels as if we're forgetting the spirit of Tanabata. Though I have no objections.
Yusuke, I feel like we're missing the point, but also food.
I want to see more of the festival too. Show me how to catch goldfish.
Show me how to catch gold. I love Sophie. I have fun with everybody. I love Sophie's just like, I want to learn how to catch a fish. I miss Teddy. Man, after playing Persona 4, I feel like everyone misses Teddy. Teddy is just better Morgana, and that's honestly saying something because for a lot of it, Teddy is just downright creepy.
So good.
Cognac skewers, Ishinomaki yakisoba, Zunda cider. We basically ate our way through Sendai.
Hell yeah!
And it was amazing. Gotta hand it to old man Masamune. He is one cool dude.
Till he went femboy. I got a body by doing sit-ups. Do I need to play P4 to like Teddy? I feel like anytime I watch anyone play it, I don't like him. Teddy gets pretty good, towards the end of Persona 4. Like, Teddy is garbage for a lot of Persona 4. And then Teddy just, like, suddenly gets really cool, and you actually kind of like him. It is, like, night and day. You just kind of sit there, like, playing the game, and then you get to, like, the 5th dungeon and go, wait, when did I start liking this character? Meanwhile, Morgana just kind of never hits that. I hear he's on relapse. He's been on black tar heroin. Sensei! It's been 6 months since my initial overdose, and I feel like I'm about to relapse. Ah!
That's Lord to you. Did I do it right, Yusuke?
Am I that predictable?
Catching goldfish seems difficult. Is there some sort of secret to catching one?
Try to
Hand-eye
stay
coordination.
calm, then strike without hesitation. Trick is to catch them once you've read their movements.
Holy shit, Makoto, what the fuck?
Wow, that's impressive, Mako-chan. I see. We'll get it next time.
Hope love Teddy and Alice cosplay. I still think it's hilarious that, like, that's what they went with.
You're getting a call from Zenkichi.
Uh-oh. It's the fuzz. Yeah, I don't remember if there was a... I don't remember the throwaway line that Zeph mentioned, but, like, I'll believe that it's there.
Yo, you guys having fun?
Could they have picked any other phone filter? How about you?
Just working. Moderately, anyway.
Mood.
Listen, I wanted to ask you guys a favor.
No, I won't pick up McDonald's.
I'm already investigating in Sapporo, but before you leave Sendai, I'd like you to stop by Toho University.
Toho?
Tomorrow, there's going to be a session at the Mount Aoba campus.
Okay. The fun police. So they're gonna jam. So they're gonna jam! There's gonna be a session. So they're gonna jam?
Not that kind of session. The CEO of Matisse is holding a lecture there.
Not that kind of session.
I'm still looking into them at the moment, but the more info we have, the better.
You know what? Like, I like Zenkichi for the exact reason that I don't like Zenkichi's voice. He's so dry. Like, Zenkichi, like, it's not first read dry, but Zenkichi reads all of his lines just like... It's like he's not having any fun with the role, but also having fun with the role at the same time, and I don't understand.
I'd like you to attend the lecture in my place.
He phoned it in! We get Godzilla in our Persona? Hell yeah, hopefully. He's rocking that new eye potato. What's in it for us?
I'll treat you guys to dinner or something. The food in Hokkaido is really something special, you know?
Cop food!
And just so we're clear, don't draw any unnecessary attention to yourselves. Just go and see if the CEO says anything strange.
You have a name?
His name is Akira Konoe, and he looks like a capable CEO. I'll give him that.
So, dickhead. Strange like what? I'm taking over the world?
Anyway,
I don't know.
I'm gonna be counting on you kids. And again, try not to get carried away, alright?
So, don't wear the yukata.
So
Is the
what do you
Joker's name
want?
Akira? In some context, yes. Some people say Ren, some people say Akira. I feel like a lot more people are going with Ren nowadays just because the P5 anime went with Ren. I'll make food. I'm in.
Let me get this straight. This guy's running the company that made Emma?
FBI mercs a Scooby-Doo gang to look up a CEO.
This might be a good opportunity to learn something new.
I go with Dick over Luigi. I'm happy that you go with Dick. Like, if anyone looks at Joker and goes, ah, yes, that's Dick Lancer, and then like 5 seconds later goes, wait a fucking moment, then I've done my job.
I suppose we'll find out at the lecture tomorrow morning.
Guess break time's over. Time to get back to work.
If you don't look at this black-haired puke and think Dick Lancer, then I'm not doing a good enough job. No, that's Dick. Call him by Dick Lancer until it's official canon. Man, if only. University of Toho Lecture Hall.
As you all know, life is just an ongoing series.
Oh God, it's Tony Stark! I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
As you all know, life is just an ongoing series of daily decisions.
Thank you.
What's for breakfast? What should I wear today? Every day begins with these insignificant little dilemmas.
I saw this man and went, oh God, it's Tony Stark, and I zoned out of everything he said. A free puzzle attack each encounter, or a free puzzle attack each encounter, or all of one type of puzzle attack does 1 damage. Probably 1 damage. Depends upon how much power your puzzle attacks do. I'm leaning on +1 damage, but if your puzzle attack's particularly powerful, then an additional puzzle attack in the encounter might be better. Little dickies, oh no.
But then there comes a time to decide your field of study, your place of employment, who you're going to marry. And it's these choices that matter. Yes, people are always looking for the best choice, or the correct answer. Madis seeks to provide it, for everyone, through the power of AI.
Okay, that's creepy.
Emma is a state-of-the-art AI designed to integrate itself into our everyday lives. By gathering and analyzing extraordinary amounts of data with perfect precision, Emma can help everyone make the best choices.
Okay, literally wrong. If anyone is saying that they have an AI that can make perfectly precise decisions, they're lying to you. There is not a perfectly precise AI. Anyone that says otherwise is trying to sell you something. 2-hit base, 3 base with the trinket, highest non-boss HP is 5-7. That's tough. In a lot of contexts, damage is usually the best choice depending upon how the game is designed. Not always true though. In most cases, damage is just straight up better because of consistency. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. He even speaks like Tony Stark. I'm pretty sure this is just Tony Stark. Ask Siri if she's perfect. Hey Siri, are you perfect? Hey Siri, are you perfect? I had silent mode on. Hey Siri, are you perfect?
I aspire to be a truly intelligent machine, but I'm still machine learning.
Okay, bad jokes aside.
Capable CEO seems pretty spot on.
Wow, he's so composed. He's practically overflowing with confidence.
He's trying to sell you something, Haru.
Look how clearly he states his company's outlook and principles. He's got everyone's attention.
You're right. He's not saying anything particularly suspicious, though.
You know, besides the fact that
Well, thanks to Emma, Medusa's stocks have shot
I would
way
take
up.
notes. Wait.
You can bet they're one of Japan's biggest enterprises right now.
Uh-oh.
That said, I feel like a company with this much going for it wouldn't have much to gain from changing people's hearts.
CEO? Is this the Haru arc? It could be. It's a
Perhaps
trick.
That doesn't change the fact that Emma is still a key factor in the jails. It's through Emma that people are allowed access.
Right. Medivh is connected to all of this one way or another, be it directly or indirectly.
Hey, do you think there's a real culprit behind all of this? Like, some kind of mastermind?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so too. Even if we beat the Monarchs, change their hearts, and free everyone's desires, the jails don't disappear. There's gotta be something keeping them here.
Did I hit the button twice? No.
So you're saying the real
Probably God
culprit's
again.
the one doing that?
If it's God again, I'm gonna be a little upset, but
I don't know.
I think it's Tony Stark.
That's right.
But do you remember how even the Monarchs themselves didn't know much about Emma?
That's right. Alice and Natsume said the same things in their testimonies.
And if that's the case, then the Monarchs might not be the only ones manipulating Emma.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Which means it could be someone at Medivh.
What if both? Tony Stark does think he's God.
Or our mystery observer.
Or our head honcho down there.
Or perhaps someone completely different.
So we've concluded nothing!
Yeah, well, we just gotta stick to what Gramps was telling us, right?
Well, yeah, he thinks, therefore he aims. One more
All
got
we can do
rejected.
is keep solving cases and collect more info. Long as the Phantom Thieves of Hearts do what they do best, we'll set this shit straight.
Wow, Ryuji. That was pretty insightful. I'm surprised.
Ryuji is the Chie of this game. Everyone undersells how awesome he is.
He's right. And in that sense, attending this lecture is a valuable use of our time. Let's make sure we pay attention all the way to the end.
They said, talking over like 20 minutes of it. Tony Stark is the god of alcoholism.
Yo, how long was I out? So, what did the dude say?
Chie was more awesome. Chie was better, but Ryuji is still the Chie of the story. Like, literally, there was so many times when Chie would, like, say something that was, like, honestly super spot on or wise. And everyone would look at her, and she'd be like, I was just guessing. Like, I wasn't actually, like, thinking or anything. I just said the first thing that came to mind. And then, literally, her rank 11 is just like, hi, yeah, here's the plot of Persona 4 and the entire moral of the story.
Can I smack you?
Ryuji's better than...
Well, he didn't exactly say anything out of the ordinary. Then again, I wouldn't expect him to trip up that easily.
So he's not like Akechi. Chie rolled 20 in insight at the moment. Chie pumped her insight and nothing else.
Well, I'm starving, so maybe we should just head back? That guy was talking for friggin' ever.
You high? Nah.
Hey guys.
I'm vibing.
That stuff you said earlier, was all of that true?
Fuck!
Huh?
Are you really the Phantom Thieves of Hearts?
Fuck!
What?
Can I suggest a raid for after stream? Maybe. I don't usually raid too much, but... Ryuji, shut the fuck up! Ryuji actually blew it! Okay, no, we all kind of worked with him to blow it, but Ryuji, you blew it! Did I?
You're the woman from the Beef Tongue restaurant.
He's playing Persona 4.
Oh, Ichinose-san, right?
Hey, you're glossing over a lot right
You
now.
heard all that? Well, the thing is, I'm really good at picking up when a cat meows. Honestly, I found that way more interesting than Konoe's lecture.
Mona! Me? But you guys are the ones she overheard.
Morgana, you blew it!
The hell are we gonna do?
Jump the banister!
Whoa, stop. It's all right.
Too late! Jump the banister!
This place will be closing up soon. Let's talk more outside.
Oh no. Is she the new villain? Honestly, I bet she's the villain. Like, you guys are saying Zenkichi, my money's on this chick. That or Tony Stark. It's either this chick or Tony Stark. One of the two. Villain vibes, to be honest, at least Sketch jumps out window all the
To
time.
think you guys are the famous Phantom Thieves.
Ichinose sus. Tony Stark is also in the running. I love how the top 3 villains for the stream are the cop, Ichinose, and Tony Stark. Basically, anyone that's not us is just like, you. You'll never catch me, Ichinose. I like her eyes. I do like her. She's cute. We were just pretending.
Come on now. Don't try to hide it.
You can't prove anything.
When you guys mentioned Alice and Natsume, I imagine you were referring to
What
Alice
if everyone is
Hiragi
a
and
villain?
Ando Natsume from the press conferences, yes? Is it safe to assume those were your doing? Oh, and what was that about Emma giving people access to jails? Oh, is that related to everyone's hearts getting changed?
What's the point of an identity if heads discover who the fuck you are? Not when I shift into maximum overdrive.
She heard everything.
In all honesty, this should not have been the first time this happened. Every villain is lemons. Otherwise known as
Can we ask
evil.
what you're doing here, Ichinose-san?
Oh, I told you at the beef tongue place, didn't I? I'm a researcher at the university.
Oh, that's right.
Fuck.
I'm also the one who designed the base for Emma.
Ah, so you have a vested interest.
You made the base?
And it's Makoto, acting not surprised that someone overheard them.
I didn't tell you. I specialize in the research and development of artificial intelligence.
Throw her in a ditch.
He definitely didn't hear about that.
Around the time I finished developing Emma, Medis came to me with an offer to buy it.
Makoto acting not surprised that someone overheard them, since she said, you make a good point.
I was actually pretty tight on money at the time, so I went ahead and sold it.
Is this lady for real?
Oh, by the way, that's why Medis is participating in the lecture today. Well, to be more accurate, the university asked me to reach out to them. I certainly didn't expect the CEO himself to show up, though. I only got invited because of my little connection with the company. Anyhow, yeah, that's how I ended up being there to overhear everything.
So you're Emma's creator, and Medis is simply the ones running it?
Oh, well, they're definitely the ones running it, but I can't say for sure if that's all they've been doing. I just designed the base. Who knows what Medis did once I sold it to them?
So, you know all about Emma then, right?
They may as well having a 50-foot billboard saying, we're the Phantom Thieves.
Naturally. It's like my baby, you know. And at the risk of tooting my own horn, it's a really good baby.
Alright, welcome to the van.
Well, never would have expected this turn of events.
How did you not?
Do you
His
think
name
she's
is
telling the
Ryuji.
truth about designing Emma?
I do think it's impressive that the CEO of Medis came to personally give a lecture. If she's the one who made it happen, doesn't that mean she has a lot of influence?
That was a little eugenicsy.
This is true. And let's not forget the university asked her to attend the lecture.
I mean, it wasn't eugenicsy, it was just her sucking her own dick. EA better. F steak.
What should we do? She could probably tell us a lot about Emma.
Not to mention she knows who we are now.
What do you think?
Let's play dumb and run for it.
No way! It's a little late for that, don't you think?
What, do you think she can outrun us? Makoto has a car.
Yeah, it'd be a real drag if we ditched her now and she started telling the whole world about us.
Alright, we kill her.
Then we may as well go all in and find out what we can. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Or we could kill her.
It's settled then. We'll tell her everything.
No, Robin. That's Sophie's job.
Is all of that true?
Right, we know, it's kinda hard to believe, huh?
Hi, yeah, Ichinose. So, allow us to tell you about the time we killed God.
Hey, what if we just show her, like we did with Senkichi?
Wow! It really does exist! I mean, how else could you explain all
It's
this?
the only way.
So Emma functions as the entry point here, huh? No, that's... What do I consider the possibilities?
Oh no.
She believed all that?
Oh, you have no idea how fascinating this is! What an incredible development!
I want to bring her into the fucking metaverse. She'd be awesome.
Well, at least we don't gotta go through the trouble of convincing her.
Can't we take her anyway?
Ichinose-san, do you have any idea why Emma is serving as an entry point to the jails?
We just start taking people to the metaverse.
Oh, no, couldn't tell you. I'm surprised this other world even exists. There's no way I could have thought up a way to get in if I didn't even know it existed to begin with.
We can show you.
Yeah, that figures. Wait, so that means that function was added later?
A world where people's desires are stolen and their hearts are changed. So many questions.
This woman is not right.
Oh, wait. Maybe I should be heartbroken here. My baby is being used for evil after all.
He's like, woo! Wait, that's bad. Oh. Think you can help?
Right. How about we make a deal?
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Super Phantom Thiefy.
This chick is just here. This chick is just here for it.
I'd be glad to help however I can. And I can't say I don't feel kind of responsible for all of this. More than anything, though, I think I'd die of curiosity if I didn't get involved. So, what do you need me to look into? Say the word and I'm on it.
Can we kidnap her? Can we take her in the car? Let's take her in the car. Tell us about Emma. Science for the science gods?
Well, for starters, we'd like you to find whatever you can about Emma's current state.
Wait, isn't that bad?
Maybe try and figure out how it's different from the base you created.
I see. Basically, you'd like to know the secret behind this new version of Emma. And if someone's responsible, you want to know who.
Oh, hey! We found some of those mystery junk parts out there, didn't we? Maybe if she takes a look at them, we'll learn more about that world.
Ooh,
sure.
So you're gonna give me a bunch of neat stuff to analyze? Yes, that's excellent. Just wonderful. In fact, I'll even buy them from you as research materials.
Sure!
Well, if this is going to be a deal, then we'll need to provide something as well.
Sounds like we're already providing enough.
Nonsense. It's fine just the way it is. My inner researcher is just squealing with delight.
This chick.
What do you say we seal the deal?
Here's to working together.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Oh god, she's the fascinated by everything scientist. Junk parts become easier to obtain.
Oh, yo, if she specializes in AI, maybe we should ask about Sophia, yeah?
Huh? Sophia.
She's a little too helpful.
Hi, I'm Sophia, humanity's companion. It's nice to meet you, Ichinose.
This is Sophia? Huh. It's nice to meet you too.
Who flipped the switch on her?
Yeah!
Oh, no, it's just that I've got so much on my mind right now. I guess even I'm a little confused.
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Sophia's an AI we met in the metaverse. Is there anything you can tell us about her?
No, I can't say I know anything about her. Think you could send me her code later, though?
Huh? Oh, sure. No problem.
Here, I'll give you my contact information.
On Emma! A thing that's killing people! Of Moira and Fallout 3. Yeah,
I'm excited to see how this all develops.
What if Futaba just loses her mind right here? What if we
well,
just got baited by the
goes.
next jailbird?
Would have been nice if she'd known something about Sophia.
Not jailbird, jail lord, jail overlord, jail person, monarch.
I'm okay, as long as I can stay useful to you guys.
Guess that takes care of that.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot after all that's just happened, but we're heading to Sapporo next, right?
Maya look PTSD kicking
Yeah, we should
in.
get going. Zenkichi's waiting for us in Hokkaido.
Hell yeah! Hokkaido, here we come!
Alright!
Hey!
Time to say goodbye, Sendai. Anything you didn't tick off your list here? This is our last chance. Let's hit the vote RV once your bag's good and ready. Once you're in the next city, you'll be unable to return to the city you're currently in. Make sure to buy limited items and take care of business that can only be done in that city. Unlike cities in the real world, you can revisit past jails at any time. However, be aware that your requests obtained from conversing with your friends in the past cities will no longer be acceptable for you to complete. Available for you to complete. Heyo! Can I borrow you? There's something I want to do before we go. I shall await you at the entrance of the Mount Aoba Shrine.
Shouldn't we be going?
Next up is Hokkaido. You're taking care of all your last minute shopping and sightseeing. If you'd like, you can even train for a bit in the jail. A little workup for a long car ride can do wonders. Meyer looks are devils. Evil! bashing Natsume now. To tell you the truth, I was impressed. Whether it was triggered by the Phantom Thieves or not, apologizing like that takes guts. Maybe I'll skip through his book next time I see it on shelves. Or at least glance at the title.
Yo!
Hey y'all, Dick. I want to get a picture in this cutout board before we head out. This is a great photo op. If you need a waste dot too.
Come with me.
I'd gone ahead and called Inari over, so you should join in. Absolutely. Let's start making memories. Okay, without further ado, it's time to play Who Looks More Like Date Masamune. She's also voiced by Kira Buckland. I thought I recognized her. In the blue corner, we have Inari.
That's fine.
I don't quite follow, but I'll do my best. How's this?
Ooh.
Whoa, this is crazy. You really do look like him. Looking good, Yusuke.
It's like he's wearing armor. How interesting.
Who's also voiced by 2B Uwu. What's up, Masamune?
Very well.
I can't say I don't like the sound of that. But there's still something missing.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I know. Dick, you get the other one.
That's it.
Ah, here comes the princess. Cute couple.
Something is amiss.
Dick, is it just me? Or are we being exploited for her entertainment? We have an item now. Well, if you say so.
Great.
Yeah. Oh no. Like this?
Aww.
Nope. Look, Inari, you're Lord Date Masamune. As the ruler of the Toko region, everyone's throwing mad respect your way. You gotta own it.
In that case.
Then perhaps like this. You think you win the ass respecting your people like that? Yusuke confirmed gay and not European. He could be gay and European. Wait, shit. Yeah, this is actually just that moment. Cause it's like in that fucking video, it's Joker that comes in and goes, "You bastard!" And how about this? Sorry, you actually kind of freaked me out. I'm not coming for you anymore! Everyone had fun to stand in. Why was that as funny as it was? Internet cut out for a second. Oh! Oh, you missed the funny bit. One last bit of shopping, and then we will save and be on our way. Which will be the end of the stream. But yeah, no, that was fucking fun. I love the moments that they give these characters. Like, this game is hit and miss in like its ways. It's like better, like different from Persona 5 for me. Like, I definitely think some of the aspects of this game don't definitely hit as well as Persona 5 does. However, at the same time, I feel like this game does a lot of stuff different from Persona 5 that I really like. And that's like, the biggest part of that for me, at least so far, is making the Phantom Thieves feel more like friends. Like, making the Phantom Thieves feel more like friends than just co-workers is honestly super good. All the signs and posters of Natsume are already gone. It's like he was never here. I wonder if this means that he never actually had anyone in his corner.
Wait, please hold on.
That is not the case. I found a number of online posts where people are supportive of Natsume. Oh, in that case, I think he'll make it just fine in the end. You can tell they've been friends for a little bit now. It's really nice. Right, like, in the first game, it never really felt like they were, like, as good of friends as, like, say, the P4 gang. And I feel like you could really feel that. In this game, they feel a lot closer. Like, they give each other shit. They fuck around with each other. It's a lot better.
What a coincidence.
Look, Dick. The Tanabata decoration. Can't relate, have no friends. Oh no.
Beautiful.
Maybe a standard tourist souvenir, but I find it still has a certain elegant charm. Apparently, these festival decorations are not solely for display. Individuals may write down their own wishes and tie them to branches. Common wishes include the happiness and success of family and loved ones. I see.
Yes.
Let's say we display this one in the RV, Dick. Considering how wishes and desires are one and the same, it would make a rather fitting souvenir for our trip. That's cute.
I've been thinking.
Money, power, fame. These are what warp a person's true desires. That is what makes staying true to one's heart so important. In the first game, you could tell Ryuji was a friend of Dick, but everyone else seemed a little off from being friends for the most part. There's certainly moments like the festival, going to the theme park, that made them feel as friends, but it was sprinkled in. Yeah, like, let me talk to Haru, and then I'll, get on that a little bit more. Hey there, pal. Interested in trying some pineapple?
Well, come
no.
again.
Wait, hang on. Pineapple is SP. Yes, I want to try some pineapple.
Thank you, thank you.
Good day.
I had a great time at the festival yesterday. In fact, I haven't had that much fun in a long while. All the food was great. I noticed that everyone was gorging themselves more than usual. Was the food especially delicious? Well, it was good, but I think it was the lively atmosphere that made it so easy to get wild. The dazzling lights, the colorful decorations, the roar of the drums and crowd. My head was buzzing from all the laughing. All these things came together to make a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
And so...
Got it. Fun things make special memories. But yeah, like, Ryuji was, like... I feel like the only other group that was, like, definitely, friends was,
Well, hello. We recommend that. Can you hold up? We recommend. Thank you.
Ryuji and An.
Can you hold? So that's what. Can you hold? So that's what. Thank you.
Dicky.
We recommend. Thank you.
But yeah, like, I would argue Ryuji and An were, friends. Like, there are a lot of interactions between Ryuji and An that really give the impression, like, these two were friends that grew distant, and then you kind of brought them back together. Everyone else just kind of feels more like co-workers. Whereas in this game, they really kind of nailed that feeling of like, yeah, these guys are friends. And I feel like that's what Persona 4 had over Persona 5. I felt the same way. Persona 5 felt like they were partners of circumstance more than friends.
I'll
yeah,
just add this.
And I feel like this game hits that a lot better. Of like, yeah, these guys are friends now.
Hey!
Yo, I think I gotta hit up a ramen joint before we head out. Really Sendai's all spice. Yeah, I spent all about the spicy miso ramen. You ever never heard of that before the trip? You should have one last bowl yourself if you think you'll miss it. We're all here that P3 be like, we're here to do a job.
Now then.
I mean, there's something to be said about that dynamic, but Persona 5 was kind of predicated on like that idea of them being friends. That they didn't really nail that is a little weird. Whereas I feel like they nail it a lot better with Persona 4 and with this game. Also, masks. Damage from physical Persona skills. Evading an enemy attack can grant counterattack. Ooh, I like that. Better deals at Sophie Shop. Yeah, we could stand to grab that.
I should write something.
But next time on Dragon Ball Z, I will see you guys. We'll be moving forward to Hokkaido and hopefully doing a little bit more jailbreaking. I don't know when next stream is going to be. I might do one on Thursday, depending upon my schedule. Oh, fuck. I might do one on Thursday, depending upon my schedule. I'm not positive. But at the latest, it'll be Friday. I will see you then. You mean Duel Day? Fuck. Yep, that's right. I will not be playing Persona 5 on Thursday. I will be doing, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. Aren't you gonna code break the Discord leak? That is definitely on the table. More likely recording for that is gonna be on the weekend. But yep, I will see you guys on Thursday. Love yous. Shit, I need a fucking alt tab.